Hello, my name's Kevin. You're watching Leather Neck Prepper. One thing I don't understand is why somebody will spend all kinds of money on a gun trying to modify it. I'll use the Mossberg 590A1. You're gonna spend $500–600 on the gun, another $100 on a Magpul stock, or $100+ on a ATI stock, whatever kind of stock you're gonna put on. You'll spend 120, 130, 150, up to 300 for a Surefire or a Streamlight attack light. You spend all this money and you want to do it yourself. You don't want to pay somebody to do it, but you don't want to buy the correct tools. So you can spend all this money on the gun and the parts, but you won't spend $7 on a cap wrench like this that has the correct ends that I throw across the room. To replace the nut that holds the the stock to the forearm. I mean, you're wanting to depend on this to protect your life, but you don't want to you want to spend all the money to get a good one, but you don't want to spend the money to get it done professionally or do it properly yourself. Now, I've spent many years working on my own guns, and there are some things that I will take still to an armorer because I don't do it enough to justify buying that setup. One is to replace a barrel on, say, an AR or the front handguard. I'd rather just take it someplace, pay a little bit of money, and know that it's done properly. Could I do it myself? Most certainly. I just don't want to spend the money right now because I don't really have a shop set up for that type of work. Most of the time when I do this, I do it on the back end of my pickup truck. You guys have seen me do things many times. Sit on a washing machine, that old dirty towel. Well, I have something nice and clean just to spill oil and crap on it, but that old dirty towel, laying a gun out there working on it. Sometimes I do it out here on my back deck. There's plenty of videos that I've done working on weapons. It's just simple stuff that you can do with these, but if you're going to do it, get the proper tools. There's so many videos out there of guys half-assing it, using the wrong thing, and when time comes you actually have to defend on it, is that half-ass way you put it together going to actually defend your life? Yesterday I spent not too long. I only put 30 rounds through it, but I took my 590 back out for a little bit of love, and it gave me a little bit of love. I mean, it gave me a lot of love actually, loading the shells. I did purchase the S-Tac and the Spanker cards for the side saddle. One thing I've found is that both of them, with the brass down, they fell out. So as I was running the gun, they would fall out. Run brass up, I honestly don't like running brass up. I like reaching underneath, grab and pull it, dropping it in. Underneath, grab, stick it. And I can show you guys on video with some snap caps, loading it. There's plenty of videos with guys doing it and actually shooting. I spend a lot of my time practicing here at the house with an unloaded weapon, by drawing my loading and unloading, my dropping magazines and changing magazines. And I will say this too, with my shotgun, for years that's all I cared about with shotguns, and I shot them weekly. I shot them regularly. Trust me, I had the black and blue arm to prove it. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and then when I started shooting handguns, I kind of got away from it and really didn't shoot. It had been some time since I shot. It's really surprising how quickly you'll lose a skill that you work hard to get competent at. Now, a month or so practicing, especially here, just running the snap caps, I can get competent at loading and unloading and running the action again. That's not going to be a problem. But I'm not trying to be three-gun perfection. I'm not trying to be super loader or anything like that. I just want to be competent. Anything you do, put your best foot forward, but be competent. Don't do it and then get competent at it, fairly good at it, and then stop and lose your skill. Training, training, training. It's not just practice, it's perfect practice. If you're doing it wrong repeatedly, you're never going to get it correct. You're never going to hone that skill. So Ted Waterhouse, one of the guys when I was one of the senseis when I was young, in my teens, still in karate, he always said perfect practice makes perfect, because guys would say practice makes perfect. No, perfect practice makes perfect. If you're practicing it and you're doing it wrong, you're always going to be wrong. You're never going to be perfect. You'll be perfectly wrong. So perfect practice makes perfect. One thing he used to do with me, and this has been a life lesson for me, when I was trying to do a roundhouse kick, not a roundhouse, a side kick, he would put a chair in front of me because I was not getting my hip up high enough. And he put that chair in front of me. It only took a couple of tries for me hitting that chair with my foot to realize that, yeah, I got to get that hip up. So perfect practice makes perfect. If you're going to work on guns, spend the extra money, get the tools, and if you really want to do it and do it right, go to a gunsmithing school or an armorer school. I think it's SDI. They do it all online. So try something like that. That's something that I need to do as well. But I'm not planning on making a career out of it. I just like doing it with my own. I'm not a gunsmith. I don't know everything there is to know about guns. I don't claim to, never will. I just know what I like to do to my guns, and I'm always learning. Keep your head open, keep your mind open, always learn, always listen to somebody else, and get the proper tools to do the job. Hope you guys got something out of this video.